So my name is Nuno. I'm from Snyk, and I'm really excited to be here today presenting this partnership with Akamai. So we all heard about this API sprawl that is happening right now, and it's easy to understand why. On one hand, you have AI-assisted code and AI helping generating new code, and then on the other hand, the APIs are also like the engine when it comes to API native applications. So did you know that there's about 100 new vulnerabilities reported every single day? And there's about an attack every 39 seconds. That's like almost 2,200 attacks per day. And when it comes to API security, the first thing that you need is to understand what you have in-house, right? You can only protect what you know you have. And then once you know what you have, when it comes to protect those APIs, not only you need to do something at runtime, so protect at runtime, but also you need to test the code of those APIs to make sure that you can fix any issues that are found in the code of those APIs. And this is pretty much what this partnership is about, is the 1 + 1 = 3. So when you want to test the security of those APIs, you need the schema of the APIs. So you can think of like, if you load the URL of an API in a browser, you're not going to see anything. Like you don't know the endpoints that API has and so on. So in order to test the security of those APIs, the first thing is like the scanner needs to understand how the API works. What are the endpoints? What are the parameters and so on? So it needs the schema file. And this is usually a gap that exists because a lot of large organizations have lots of APIs, but they don't have the schemas of those APIs. And this is what this partnership brings to you, brings on the table. It's basically not only you can have a full inventory of your APIs, you can also have the schema of those APIs loaded into Snyk API and Web so that you can, with one click, basically test the security of those APIs.
So when it comes to visibility, it all starts with getting great visibility into the API traffic. And this is in essence where the Akamai API security platform comes into the picture, right? So the important aspects of the platform is that regardless of different data sources, be that a scanning, be that the infrastructural integrations, or loading like YAML or setting up the integration with your source repositories, that provides us visibility into it, which results in the outcome, which first and foremost, the visibility into the API traffic. That's the essence of the Akamai API security platform. And that visibility leads us into the insights of the security posture, right? Be that a compliance, be that visibility into the security risks, be that visibility into some sensitive data being exposed, right? And being able, of course, to manage the attack surface in an efficient manner, right? And all that also works well with the outbound integration. So the way to consume it, of course, is through the platform itself, or through integrations with the SIEM systems, or like a plugging in some CI/CD pipelines, etc. And the essence of this actual presentation is the partnership that we have just announced. This is the partnership with Snyk, where the security posture actually feeds into the DAST platform, excellent DAST platform that Snyk provides. And again, if you would like to learn more, by the way, our demo station is right next to us. It's right here. We have the team, including myself, is going to be more than happy to answer any questions or give you a demo. And we also have Nuno here, the partner in crime, who can talk about all the details about the Snyk integration as well.
So about Snyk API and Web. The first thing you need to know is, or to understand, is that it's a very easy to use platform. And one of the things we hear most about from our customers is that it produces low noise or almost any noise. Last year's false positive rate was 0.08%, which is really, really low. It's also very flexible in the sense that you can test APIs, you can test web apps, you can integrate Snyk API and web into your CI/CD pipelines and so on. And it's developer focused. We follow an API first development approach, meaning that all the features of the product are available on an API and available to any client to integrate Snyk API and web with their own tooling, with their own development processes in the way they want. So about this partnership, and to recap, with Akamai, you get the visibility, you get the inventory of your APIs. That also creates the schema for those APIs. And when you integrate with Snyk API and web, you get that inventory on the Snyk side, along with the schemas, so that you, with one click, you can pretty much add as a target and start the scan. The process is really, really simple. I'm not going into the details, but it's just basically Snyk API and web needs to authenticate to your Akamai account, and then everything gets fed there, and then with one click, you can add those APIs into Snyk API and web and start the scan. It's a pretty simple process. And if you need more resources, like you can scan these QR codes or ask any questions to our team. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.